it's a lot of work. If you're finding the deals, fixing the deals, managing the deals, even if you're doing half of it, you guys, it's a lot of work. So I'm gonna share with you how you can actually make more money and do none of the heavy lifting, none of the work, essentially. Hey, what's up everybody? This is DJ Thielen, CEO of Foreclosures and founder of Flipping on Demand. And it's my pleasure to come to you today from my office here in beautiful, sunny Hollywood, California. And, really just shoot a brief, short video explaining to you our exact process, the kind of clients that we work with, who this is for, who it's not for, and really just give you an idea if you decide to work with us and get some low-cost, low-risk investment properties things up. So first of all, I want to share with you just a quick backstory on myself, just to get an idea. So I grew up in Portland, Oregon, born in 1971, gotta age myself. I grew up very poor, single mom, worked multiple jobs, no dad in the picture. I had massive ADD, I had some abuse, we were very poor financially. So growing up, I had these challenges that were in my life personally. And I share that with you just to give you a backdrop that, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I understand what it's like to work hard for your money that you're taking and now investing with people like us. So I just want to comfort you and let you know that I have had to work my whole life to acquire and build what I've had. And so we take it very serious when we work with clients like yourself. So let me share with you what this means to you. What this means to you is that you don't have to worry about somebody that doesn't understand what they're doing. You don't have to worry about working with someone that's brand new. You don't have to worry about contractors run off with money. You don't have to worry about bad property management, right? Because we have this all dialed in and really, really dialed in for you. And I'm going to share with you how you can benefit from this and really what this means to you as an investor. Ultimately, guys, at 19, kind of back up at 19 years old, I was fortunate to get drafted by the San Francisco Giants and played a little baseball. It was cool, it was fun, and that ended up leading me. I had a son that was born in 1996. I left professional baseball, but the cool thing about baseball was it taught me a lot of things as far as how to overcome failures, how to deal with situations. And it's really helped me, if you guys are in real estate, listen, it's really helped me in real estate because it's really taught me how to just have that positive attitude, right? Because in real estate, things do come up, things do happen. But what this means to you is that you have people on a seasoned team that can handle these ups and downs for you, so you don't have to, have the headaches and the worry and all the stuff that if you're doing all this by yourself, finding the deals, fixing the deals, managing the deals, even if you're doing half of it, you guys, it's a lot of work. So I'm going to share with you how you can actually make more money and do none of the heavy lifting, none of the work, essentially. How's that sound? So once I left baseball, I ended up leaving ball. That led me to entrepreneurship. I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. I started a company, sold it in 2005, and I had a chunk of money, okay? So you might be sitting with some money right now. If you're watching this and you're looking to invest cash, then obviously you have some money. So when I had this money, right, it was like that was all I had. So I was I was wanting to make sure that wherever I invest this money, I want to be able to get the best return that I can and the most bang for my buck. Does that make sense? So what I did was I started researching. I was living in Seattle, Washington at the time. This is back in 2005. So I was living in Seattle, Washington, started finding areas, you guys, that were in different parts of the country that really opened my mind and opened my eyes up to real estate investing and how I can make more money in different parts of the country. Back then in 2005, when I was investing, it was really kind of the wild, wild west. There was no Google Maps, there was no street views. You couldn't pull your own comps. You really just trust someone and jump And if if it worked out great, if it didn't great, it was really like the Wild Wild West, I tell people. Ultimately, what I learned, you guys, is that there's multiple parts throughout the country, different cities, and that you can invest in, like Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania. There's areas in New York, there's areas in Texas, but there's multiple areas, you guys, throughout the country that you can actually invest, make really great returns, right? Anywhere from, 10%, 15, 13, 12, sometimes even over 20%. What's even better is if you can actually invest in these markets, in these areas where you can get great properties at low price points, starting as low as, say, $40,000. Now, when I say $40,000, you guys, I mean $40,000 fixed up, renovated with a tenant in place, right? And I've been doing this now. I actually started my company in 2007. I've successfully done over 3,000 of these. I've built my own investment portfolio. And in addition to that, have helped multiple investors build their investment portfolio and really do well. So without having to do the lifting, let me tell you actually who this is not for. This is not for anybody that wants to do everything themselves. Essentially only invest where they're like right next door to them, and they don't care if they get a 0.5% return. So they just have to be in control. If that's you, we're not the company for you, okay? If you're somebody that doesn't have cash, we're not someone that can help you. We work with investors that have cash, be it in a savings account, checking account, bank account, 401k, self-directed IRA, something that they have actual cash. So if that's you, okay, then you want to keep listening. So I'm going to tell you now who this is for. So, but if you need private money, if you need hard money, if you need a loan to buy investment properties that are as low as $40,000 free and clear in nice neighborhoods in different parts of the country, then this is not for you, okay? But let me tell you who this is for. This is for you if you have cash and you want to invest it and get it working for you, right? And I learned something, you guys, to kind of back up. I learned something that Warren Buffett, one of the biggest investors that we all know, right? Warren Buffett said, if you don't learn how to make money when you sleep, you're going to work till you die. And unfortunately, my mom retired April 1st, 2010, heart attack, dead April 30th, 2010. And it still kind of gives me a chill when I talk about it. But ultimately, I learned really quick when that happened, you guys, that damn, I need to really start growing my investments more and start creating money and residual income where it's working for me, right? So if your money's sitting there, if you have a home equity line, if your money is not moving, it's not doing anything, okay? If your money's in a bank, like you're freaking going backwards. You're at a half of a fraction of a percent. And so ultimately, this is for you if you have cash, you want to earn some great returns and do none of the work. This is for you if maybe you're 50, 60 years old, 70 years old, and you need to now catch up and you have to make money faster. So you have to accelerate that growth, right, on your money to get to where you want to get faster. So if that's you, then we're for you. We can actually absolutely help you. If you're somebody that wants to get not just great cash flow, but also flips, and maybe you're in a market that is really hard, okay, like all of them right now, most of them, Arizona, California, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, Tacoma, Washington, New York, Florida. So if you're in a market, you guys, that is really hard to flip, we can actually do the flip for you, where we go out, we get the property, and I'm going to share our process with you here in 1 second. I just want you to know who this is for and who this isn't for. We can actually go get you the property if you're flipping or cash flow, and we fix it. We do everything for you, okay? And I'm going to get into that here in a second. I want you to know that if I'm talking to you, if you're somebody that is sitting there like, man, DJ, I just want to work with a credible company. Listen, you guys, we have over 170, 180, something like that, 5-star reviews on Facebook and LinkedIn, okay? Very few people, if any, that do what I do have even half of that, Okay, so we've been in business for 12 years. As you know or don't know, 96% of businesses do not make it past 10 years, the 10-year mark. So we're in the top 4% of businesses, and we're thriving and growing and continuing to expand because we take really good care of our clients. And so if you're looking to become a client of ours, maybe you're saying, hey, this sounds too good to be true, okay? Like, I understand that, because if you never bought a home for 40 or 50 or 60 grand or 100 grand even in a really good area, and it's your first time, this can sound too good to be true. But what I want you to know is that we have the track record, we have the history, we have an amazing team in place. If you're looking to get some great returns and not have to do any of the heavy lifting or any of the work, then absolutely 100% we can help you. We would love to work with you. Let me explain our exact process now that I've covered a few things, okay? We have multiple people that work for my company now, okay, throughout the country and even in other countries. Those people have actual investors of their own. All right. When we get a property, what happens, you guys, is a discovery call. What are you wanting to achieve? What are you doing now? Where are you wanting to get to? What kind of challenges are you having getting from where you are now to where you want to be? And, listen, if we can help you, then let's do some business, right? We can do some business together. I want you to know, because we have multiple people, dozens and dozens of people that work for our company, and they're aligned and brand partnered with us, okay? My company now is one of the top companies in the country, in the United States, at getting low cost, low risk, discounted bank foreclosures, estate properties, and off market deals. It's very important that you understand that once you're working with us, okay, let's say that you're talking to someone on our team, associated with our team, my vice president, whoever you're talking to, and you're saying, hey, you know what, DJ, I want a property that is under 75,000 and keeps me a really high return, right? Like, I can rent for at least $750 to $800 a month. So great. Or I want to flip it for 110, 120. Great. Whatever you want, whatever you're looking for, get clear and work with whoever you're working with and let them know. And here's why. When we get properties in, you guys, I actually buy the properties with my money. Okay, so we get properties in, we take them down, we buy in cash as is, we close immediately, and obviously we make sure that the title's free and clear. There's no issues with title. We get title insurance, right, and all that. So when we get the properties and we make sure everything's free and clear and we have it, we send it out to all of our brand partners throughout the country and other countries. When they get that, they will send the properties out to their investor network. So maybe you end up getting the property from our company directly. Maybe you end up getting it from a brand partner. It doesn't matter. It's the same price. Okay. So ultimately, what happens is, because there's so many cash buyers now and there's so many investors, all right, I want you to know, please make sure and take my advice on this. Let the person know who you're working with exactly what you're looking for. And help them and get really clear with them and let them know that you're ready to go now, okay? Because I want to tell you something. If you're somebody that's like, well, if you get a deal in, just send it to me, right? I'll take a look at it. You guys, if that's you, don't work with us. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to save you a lot of time and headache, because you will miss out on every single deal that you see. I guarantee it. And ultimately, I don't want you guys to be mad and go, well, I saw, I was sent 5 properties and I called the next day or 2 days later and they're always sold. If you don't know, right now in the United States, it's really hard to get inventory because of my longevity in this business, because of the connections with the estate attorneys and the bank agents and the banks that I have and my company is built. But we get some smoking hot deals, and ultimately, we need you to understand that, I want you to understand that because we work with so many cash buyers and so many investors, you guys, throughout the country, that when you see a deal, please make sure and let whoever sent it to you know immediately. I mean, like within 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. Every deal that we get sells within 5 minutes to an hour. Nothing lasts more than an hour, okay? So when you get a deal, you have to make sure, like I learned this a long time ago in real estate, is you make decisions quick, change your mind slow, right? So because we buy the property, you guys, and we have that property, when you come to us and you want a deal and you're able to pay for it, cash, then just put the thing under contract, right? You can get your questions answered. You can talk to, my company, my vice president, Amy. You can talk to like our team, but you have to move quick on these because there's so many other, not brokers, but brand partners throughout the country and other countries that have cash buyers ready to buy stuff that are going to see these properties. So it starts trickling out. So wherever you are in the trickle process, if you reach back to the person that sent it to you and the property's gone, like let that person know that, hey, this is what I want. DJ, I've got 250,000 or I've got 80,000 or I've got $500,000 or 5 million or whatever. But let the person know the exact amount of money that you have and that you're ready to go. Because if they know you're ready to go and they let my team know, myself and my core team, say, hey, DJ, I got a guy, he's got 300,000 or 100,000 or 500,000 and he wants to roll right now, and he's ready to go, man, he's missed out on a couple deals, then what my team can do is, here at corporate, my vice president, Amy, as we get properties in, we can actually pull those aside and fire them off to you. But if you don't move on those, you won't have that happen anymore. Like, usually we do that only for people that are current clients, repeat clients, that are buying deals and have bought multiple properties, okay? We give that preferential treatment to repeat investors. I just want you to know that if you see a deal, get with whoever sent it to you immediately. Let them know that you're interested, you want to put it under contract. Whoever puts it under contract gets it. We're just like a hedge fund, right? We're like a mini hedge fund. We buy the properties cash, we have them. Our clientele is waiting in the wings to buy these hot smoking deals from us at pennies on the dollar. And because there's so many people in various parts of the country, you need to just understand and realize that, if you're wanting to do business with us, just make sure that you know up front that once you get a deal, make sure you get in touch with whoever sent it to you. Now, let me walk you through our exact process. Also on this page, somewhere on this page here down below, you're going to see many reviews. You're going to see, I've been fortunate and blessed to work and speak and do stuff with Grant Cardone and his team and a lot of cool things, a lot of cool people. But I just want you to know, the majority of people we work with that I love, it's everyday hardworking people, right? It's people like my mom that worked her butt off to make money that now have no idea what to do, or they're earning such a crappy return where their money's at that they want to get a better return. Ultimately, okay, if you can make quick decisions and you want to get some great deals and investments to flip or hold for cash flow, we're the company, okay? We are absolutely, probably the number one company in the country for that. Let me explain to you our process, all right? As I mentioned to you, we go out, my team goes out and acquires the properties. We take them down, we put them under contract, we wire the cash in, we get the deals. Title's free and clear, everything's good. Our investor network, then we have multiple brand partners throughout the country, guys. So those go to the brand partners send the properties out to their investors, and whoever buys it, okay? So what happens from that point forward, when you buy a property with us, I'm gonna give you a quick snapshot on how this works. You say, hey DJ, I'm good to go, man, I wanna buy this property, I'm interested. Here's what happens, you guys. My vice president, Amy Linball, will actually send you over the purchase and sale agreement, okay? DocuSign, digital signature. So she'll send you the agreement over, you DocuSign it. Once you DocuSign it, it has the bank wire instructions at the bottom. You wire the funds in to the bank wire instructions. Once the funds are in and the agreement signed, usually we require that within 24 hours. If the money's being moved or it's coming from an IRA or it's coming from a separate account or something, if it takes an extra, a couple few days, that's okay. But please make sure and let whoever you're working with in my company, with my team, know that, okay? Because we do require that the funds be in within 24 hours and also DocuSign. It can be a little longer if the money's moved or whatever. So once you say, hey, I want the property, my VP, Amy, sends you the preliminary purchase agreements, you DocuSign it, you wire the funds in. Once we have both of those things, we take the agreement, we wire it, or we fire it. We actually send the agreement into the title company, okay? The title company, whatever title company we're working with, the title company will then coordinate a closing date. So they're gonna contact you, they're gonna contact us. And a lot of times we actually contact you and coordinate that as well. So we'll contact you, coordinate a closing date. Let's say the closing date for your property is on a Friday. You'll be sent via email the closing documents on Thursday. You need to sign the closing docs. Now, when you get the docs, what I mean by docs is you're going to get a HUD-1 settlement statement showing you the cost that you're buying the property for, any closing costs, right, or what have you. You're going to get the deed from us to you, and you're going to obviously showing on the HUD, by the way, it will show that you get title insurance, okay? And you're going to get the deed from us to you free and clear with no encumbrances, and then any affidavits that need signed. So there's usually only 3 to 4 docs depending on the county and state and area that the property's in, right? So you get the documents in your email, you print them off, you sign them, you notarize any that need to be notarized, you scan email a copy back to my Vice President Amy, and then at my corporate office here, you scan email to the title agent, the signed docs back, copy Amy, who you'll be in touch with already, and then once you go through that, then you need to just mail the originals back into the title company. So you print off the docs, you sign them, you scan email a copy of those to the title company gets them, copy Amy on them so we know we got them, let Amy know, obviously. And then once the title company gets those docs, you guys, you're good, okay? We got you. Everything from that point forward, we have our own app. We use an app called Slack, actually. It's not our app, but we use an app called Slack, and it's the #1 communication app in the world. So we set up an account, or actually send you an invite in Slack. We help you download the app if you don't already have it. It's super simple. And you guys, this eliminates texting and email, puts everything in one spot. Every week on Friday, we give you an update on your property, where things are, what's going on, pictures. Plus, you can ask questions in this channel. My corporate team is in it. My personal assistant's in it. So you can have literally, it's way faster than email, you guys, because this is essentially like direct messaging now. So when you post something in the channel, you're gonna get a quick response from the team to let you know where things are. So property is closed. We take it from there. We help you get your property insurance, okay, in place, guide you on that, tell you who to contact, make it real easy for you. Then we help you get all your utilities on. We, depending on the city and state and county, of course, we meet with any code that needs met with. We tend to that for you. You don't have to do any of that, right? We mow the grass, we keep them off your back, all that fun stuff. And then we renovate the property, okay? So as the property is being renovated, we keep you updated constantly. So you're getting pictures, you're getting notifications, and anytime that you have a question, you guys, and you don't know what's going on, you can post in there. You're gonna have my whole corporate team's number, brand partners, if you're working with a brand partner, you're gonna have their info, and they're gonna be guiding you on things. So you're gonna have more than enough people to literally be here for you to guide you and let you know what's going on at any time, get you pictures, all of that stuff. Really, really simple process, you guys. Once the property's fixed, if you're renting it, we hand it off to the local property manager in that area that is the best property manager. Now, you guys, I've been doing this for, 12 years, almost 13. So, I've been through the learning curve, right? I've been through the knucklehead, sorry, I should say that, but there's a lot of knucklehead property managers and contractors and people in general, right? I've been a knucklehead in my life, but ultimately, I've been through all the bad apples, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? We're gonna guide you and tell you, use this manager, use this realtor. We have the top realtors in all these markets that can sell your house and flip it for you at top value. We've proven it over and over. We've done literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of turnkey remote flips for clients and investors all over the world. And also on the cash flow, once the property's fixed, we hand the baton to the property manager. The property manager takes it, runs the ads, takes the calls, does the showings, rents the place. Once the place is rented, has a contract with you in place, sends you your checks every month, sends you your wire, right? Your bank wire, your transfer every month. If the property is being flipped, once it's ready to go and it's listed, the agent lists it, and the agent will communicate with you, keep you posted, tell you the showings, that kind of thing. And here's the cool thing, you guys, is we have a concierge through this whole time. So you're going to be in our app. So if you need communication, you can simply literally send a message and get any answers that you want all along this process, right? While the property's being fixed, while it's being renovated, you can get an answer from us at any time. Once that's done, you guys, and the property is listed and the property sells, we would love it if you came back and bought more. And so, when people ask me, man, DJ, how have you built such a thriving company? And what I can tell you guys, it's by treating people like family. It's by treating people with love and kindness and respect, by being friends with people. You become friends with somebody, there's like this innate feeling like, I gotta take care of my friend, right? They're a friend. So I have tried to build a culture around our clients being friends of ours and really being like family. Like, hey, we're gonna be here for you. We got you. Everything's good. And really, ultimately, you guys, by working with us, we're gonna help you make a lot more money without having to do any of the work, right? So think about it this way. If you do a conventional flip and you have 300 hours into the thing and you make 50 grand, you made 50 grand divided by 300, right? Whatever that is. If you made 50 grand on a flip and had 1 hour into it, you made 50 grand, right? So you made a lot more because you leveraged your time. So the people that come and work with us are people that want to have their time leveraged, that want to have their time back, that want freedom, that want to make the returns as if they're doing everything without doing everything. If that's you, I invite you to continue to check us out. Look at things below. We've got, some below here, tons of reviews. There's some videos for you to watch, and really just understand, you guys, because again, make sure that first of all, that when you get a property that you must get back to the person that sent it to you and let them know very quickly. Otherwise, this is going to be gone. I don't want you to be upset calling back in and frustrated and that kind of thing. I don't want that to happen. But you also have to understand that there's a lot of people out there that have cash that are buying deals, and we've created a pretty good following, so to speak. So with that said, I just want you to know, whatever you're doing as far as your investing, if it's with us, if it's with someone else, I want to wish you all the success in the world. Please, connect with me personally. Follow me on Instagram at D.J. Thielen, Thielen. You can connect with me at DJ Thielen Live on Facebook, where I have Success Strategies for Living Your Best Life podcast. And obviously personally on Facebook at DJ Thielen. So I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for just coming and listening to what I have to say. And I wish you all the best with your real estate investing. Have an awesome day, guys.